Welcome back in this lecture of the Legendre polynomial. Today I am going to discuss the Rodriguez formula of the Legendre polynomial, and then I will give you the generating function of the Legendre polynomial, and with the help of this generating function we will try to establish some recurrence relation of the Legendre polynomial. So let us start with the Rodriguez formula. Rodriguez formula is the simplest form of the Legendre polynomial, and it is given by the value of p and x is equal to 1 upon 2 power n factorial n, and then the nth derivative of x square minus 1 power n. So this is your Rodriguez formula. So let us prove this one. Either you can prove it by using the Leibniz theorem, or just try to find out the nth derivative of this one with the help of the binomial series. So I am going to use the binomial series. So here let us take the right hand side, and before that we will use this formula dn upon dx power n of say some x power r is equal to, this is your, now this will be equal to your factorial r upon n r minus n factorial, then we will have x power r minus n. So let us take the right hand side. So your right hand side is 1 upon 2 power n factorial n dn upon dx n x square minus 1 power n. Now here let us use the binomial series for this one, which is your r equal to 0 to infinity. Then we will have NCR x power n minus r, then a power r. So if you differentiate this one, then we will get summation r equal to 0 to infinity 1 upon 2 power n factorial n, then the nth derivative of x power 2n minus 2r. So here we will have NCR into minus 1 power r, and then the n time differentiation of, so this n time differentiation of x power 2n minus 2r. Nth derivative will be less than or equal to this quantity. So if this is your less than equal to this quantity, that means it can be like this. Your n, this nth derivative should be less than equal to n minus 2r. So here your 2r will be your n. So your r will be less than equal to n by 2. So your maximum value of r can be n by 2 in this summation. So here our summation will move from 0 to say this n by 2, and then this will be your 2 power n factorial n. Your NCR will be factorial n into factorial r. Then we will have n minus r factorial. Now this nth derivative of this is equal to factorial r. R is this one. So we will have 2n minus 2r factorial. Then we will have r minus n. So this will be your 2n minus 2r minus n. So this will be your n minus 2r into x power n minus 2r. So it is equal to r equal to 0 to n by 2. Then this factorial n is cancelled out. So we have minus 1 power r is here. So we have minus 1 power r, 2n minus 2r factorial. Then here we will have 2 power n factorial r, n minus r factorial, n minus 2r factorial into x power n minus 2r. Again, please note that as in Legendre polynomial, our last coefficient will be either a naught or a1. For a naught, we will have the power of x at 0. So in that case, this n minus 2r will be 0. If this n minus 2r is equal to 0, then our r will be n by 2. And if the last coefficient is your a1, then this n minus 2r will be your a1. This n minus 2r will be 1. So in that case, our r will be from 0 to n by 2. So we can write this one as r equal to 0 to say capital N, where my capital N will be your either 0, or my capital N will be your either n by 2 or n minus 1 by 2, depending on whether this coefficient is even or odd. So we can write this one as like this, and divided by 2 power n factorial r, n minus r factorial, and then we have n minus 2 r factorial into x power n minus 2 r, where your n is either n by 2 if n is even, or this will be your n minus 1 by 2 if n is odd. So this is your p and x. So this Legendre polynomial is equal to your p and x. So this right hand side is equal to your p and x, and this is known as your Rodriguez formula. Now with the help of this Rodriguez formula, we can have the values of p naught, p1, p2 and p3. So if you put n equal to 0, then your p naught will be, put n equal to 0 in each term, so p naught will be your 1, and your p1, put n equal to 1. So if you put n equal to 1, then this will be your one time differentiation of x square minus 1, which is your 2x, and here we have 2, so this is your 2, this is your x. Similarly your p2 means 2 time differentiation of x square minus 1 power 2, and 2 time differentiation of this one will give you 1 by 2, 3x square minus 1. Then our p3 will be 1 by 2, 5x cube minus 3x, and so on. Now these are the values of p0, p1, p2 and p3. From here we can say that our 1 is same as p0, our x can be written as p1, our x square can be written as 2p2 plus 1 is your p0 divided by 2 divided by 3, and from here we can write our p3, our x cube as 2p3 plus 3x, so 3p1 divided by 5. So these are the values of the powers of x. So that means here now we can represent each polynomial in terms of the Legendre polynomial, because here we have the value of 1x, x square and x cube. So every polynomial can be written in terms of Legendre polynomial. And if you have a polynomial of degree 3, then here you can see that we have a Legendre polynomial of degree 3. So express, say this is your question, express say x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 in Legendre polynomial. So now here your x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 can be written as, either write it as a0 plus p3 plus a1 p2 plus a2 p0 plus a3. Write it as write this expression or this polynomial equal to a3 p3 plus a2 p2 plus a1 p1 plus a0 p0, and then try to obtain the coefficients a0, a1, a2, a3. Or you can directly put the values of x square, x cube here. So the value of x cube will be 2p3 plus 3p1 upon 5. Then we have x square 2p2 plus p0 divided by 3. Then we have x is your p1, then we have 1 is p0. So if you take the coefficient common, then here we have 2 upon 5 p3, then your p2 is 2 upon 3 p2, then we have 3 upon 5 plus 1 here, so this will be your 8 upon 5 p1, then your constant will be p0 by 3 plus this one, so this will be 4 by 3 p0. So this is your Legendre polynomial. So every algebraic polynomial, every polynomial can be written in terms of the Legendre polynomial. Now I am going to discuss the genetic function of the Legendre polynomial. So the generating function. One minus 2xt plus t square power minus half is known as generating function of the Legendre polynomial. That is, if this is your genetic function, then 1 minus 2xt plus t square power minus half can be written as n equal to 0 to infinity, then t and pnx. That means your pnx is the coefficient of t to power n in this expression. So here we will show that the coefficient of t to power n in this expression is equal to pnx. So that is why we are calling it generative function, because it generates the whole Legendre polynomial. So proof. Here we will need the binomial series. So let us write the binomial series for 1 minus x power minus half. We can write it as 1 plus half x. This will be your 1 plus nx. Then we will have n into n minus 1 upon factorial to x square. So n into n minus 1. So that means minus half into minus half minus 1 upon factorial 2 into minus x whole square. So this will be your half into 3 by 2 upon factorial 2. Then we have x square. Then next will be 1 by 2, 3 by 2. Then we have 5 by 2 upon factorial 3 x cube. And the nth term will be equal to 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 5 by 2. Then we will have 2n minus 1 by 2. And then we will have factorial n into x power n. Now we can also write this one as 1 plus. Let us rewrite this equation as 1 plus. Now this can be written as 1 plus factorial 2 upon factorial 1 whole square, 2 square, then x. Now the next term can be written as factorial 3 factorial 4 upon factorial 2 whole square, 4 square into x square. We can rewrite this one like this. Here we do not have 4 in the numerator, so let us write 4 in the numerator and divide it by 4. Then you can see that this is your 4 and we have a 4, so this will be 4 whole square. And again we have to multiply it by 1 and 2 in the numerator, so this will be factorial 2 whole square. Then the next term will be factorial 6 upon factorial 3 whole square. Then we have 6 square into 2 power 6 into x power 3 and so on. So this is the formula for 1 minus x power minus half. Now let us discuss or open this left hand side with the help of this formula. Now your left hand side will give you, so let us take the left hand side. So now this will be a 1 minus 2xt plus t square power minus half. Now this can be written as 1 minus t 2x minus t power minus half. Okay. Now just write this function with the help of this formula. So this is equal to 1 plus factorial 2 upon factorial 1 whole square 2 square t into 2x minus t. This was your first term. Then we will have factorial 4 factorial 2 whole square. Then we have 4 square. Then we will have 2 t square 2x minus t whole square. And then now your nth term will be, your coefficient of n minus r will be, now for 2 we have factorial 4. Now if you want to write the power of t as n minus r, then this is your 2 times, so then we will have 2n minus 2r. Here I am going to calculate the power of t power n minus r. So if you write t power n minus r, then you can see that this is your 2 times, so we have 2n minus 2r factorial. Then here we will have n minus r factorial whole square. Then here we will have 2 power 2n minus 2r. Then here we have 2x minus t power n minus r, and so. Now let us calculate those terms which contains the power of t power n in this term. So term containing the power of t power n in this term. So the term containing t power n in t power n minus r into 2x minus t power n minus r is equal to, now this will be 2n minus 2r factorial into n minus r factorial whole square. Then we have 2 power 2n minus 2r. Now here we have t power n minus r. Now just calculate this general term, but I am not writing the general term. So I am writing the general term. So this general term will be your NCR. So here we have n minus r CR, x power n minus r. Then we have n minus r. Now in place of n we have n minus r. So this will be your n minus 2r into a power r. So that is minus t power r. Now this is equal to, now here you consider this t power r and this t power minus r will get cancelled. So this is equal to 2n minus 2r factorial upon n minus r factorial whole square into 2 power 2n minus 2r. Now this will be your t power n, and we have minus 1 power r from here. Then your NCR is n minus r factorial upon r factorial upon n minus 2r factorial. NCR is equal to factorial n upon factorial r into factorial n minus r. Then here we have 2 power n minus 2 power n minus 2r into x power n minus 2r. Okay, now let us simplify this one. So if you simplify, then you can see that this 2 power n minus 2r and this 2 power 2n minus 2r will give you 1 upon 2 power n, and then 1 factorial will get cancelled. So it is equal to 2n minus 1 power r 2n minus 2r factorial divided by, now this will be your 2 power n, then we have factorial r, then we have n minus r factorial, then here we will have factorial r, I have already written, then this n minus 2r factorial. Now in the power we have x power n minus 2r. Okay, so this is the term which contain your t power n, and we have, if you collect all such powers of t power n, on collecting all such remaining t power n terms, we get, in that case we will have some r equal to say 0 to n minus 1 power r 2n minus 2r factorial, then we have factorial r n minus r factorial n minus 2r factorial, then we have t power n into x power n minus 2r. And if you collect all systems, here I am going from 0 to n by n because your n will be your either n by 2 if your n is given, because if your n is odd, this is why, because your last coefficient is either a naught, it is either your 1, this was your either your 1 or your power of x. So that means this will go up to either x power 0 means 1, or if this is your 1, so we have this and this n by 2 for n is given, and if you go up to x, then this will be your, in that case this n minus 2r will be your 1, so in that case your r will be n minus 1 by 2. And if you rewrite this equation, say this equation is 1. Okay. Now this is your infinite series which contains your even terms and terms of even degree and terms of odd degree. Now if you rewrite this term, then this was the definition of p power n. So this is your basically p power n into t power n. We are starting with the left hand side, and this is your infinite series. So therefore we can move our summation from 0 to infinity. If you rewrite this equation number 1 by 1, we have this 1 minus 2xt plus t square power minus half is equal to n equal to 0 to infinity t power n into pnx. Let us prove some recursive relation based on this genetic function. So with the help of this genetic function, we can prove some important recursive relation for Legendre polynomials. So recurrence relation. So first recurrence relation is your n plus 1 into pn plus 1 is equal to 2n plus 1 x pn minus n pn minus 1. Then the second one is the derivative. So npn equal to x pn dash minus p dash n minus 1. And all the remaining recurrence relation are just the rearrangements of this 1 and 2. So the third one is 2n plus 1 pn equal to p dash n plus 1 p dash n minus 1. And the fourth one p dash n equal to x p dash n minus 1. Then we have n pn minus 1. The fifth one x square minus 1 pn dash equal to n x pn minus pn minus 1. And the sixth one is your x square minus 1 pn dash is equal to n plus 1. Then we have pn plus 1 minus x pn. So we have these 6 recursive relations. Now let us prove the first two, and the remaining are just the rearrangements of first or second. For example, here we have derivative. You can replace your n by n plus 1 here. Then just use the recursive relation. You may need the recursive relation number 1, and then use recursive relation number 1. Then you can have the recursive relation number 3. Similarly, with the help of 1, 2 or 3, we can have the fourth one, and then finally these two ones. So the first two are important because they are independent. So let us prove the recursive relation 1. So your first one is, so for that let us use the genetic function, which is your 1 minus 2xt plus t square power minus half is equal to this one. Now let us differentiate. Say this is your equation number 1. Let us differentiate this equation number 1 with respect to t. I am not going to differentiate this one with respect to x, because for that we need the recurrence relation number 2. So for 2 we will differentiate with respect to x, but now for 1 I am going to differentiate with respect to your t. So differentiating with respect to t, we get, so this will be 1 minus 2xt plus t square power minus 3 by 2 into minus half a. Then the differentiation of this bracket will be minus 2x plus 2t. And in the right hand side we have n equal to 0 to infinity. Now this will be your n t power n minus 1 into p and x. Now just break this power minus 3 by 2 in two parts. That means in power minus half into power minus 1. And for power minus half we have this formula. So if you take this minus 2 common, then this 2 will get cancelled. So we have 1 minus 2xt plus t square power minus half into 1 minus 2xt plus t square power minus 1 into x minus t. Now in the right hand side we have n equal to 0 to infinity n t power n minus 1 into p and x. Now this can be written as, take this power minus 1 in the right hand side. So we have 1 minus 2xt plus t square in the multiplication. Now this power minus half can be replaced by equation number 1. Hence, with the help of 1, we have this left hand side as 1 n equal to 0 to infinity p and x into x minus t. And in the right hand side we have 1 minus 2xt plus t square. Then in the bracket we have n equal to 0 to infinity n t power n minus 1 into p and x. Okay, now let us calculate the coefficient of t power n on the both sides, or calculate the coefficient of t power n minus 1 on the both sides. So here I am going to equate the coefficient of t power n on both sides. So equating coefficients of t power n on both sides. I am not going to open these two summations. So if you want to open, then you can easily open, and then it will be very easy to calculate or equate the coefficient. But see here, now if you multiply this term to this term, then we have the coefficient of t power n as x into Pn. So the first term will be x into Pn. Now if you multiply this term to this term, then we have t power n plus 1. But we need t power n. So for that, replace your n by n minus 1. As we need the coefficient of t power n, so this is your nth term, and the previous term will be your n minus 1th term. So your previous term will be t power n minus 1 into p n minus 1 into minus t. So the coefficient of t power n, if you take t power n minus 1 here, and we have minus t, on multiplication this will become your t power n. So we have the coefficient as minus into Pn minus 1. So we have Pn minus 1 here. This will be a minus t into this term. If you multiply directly to this term, then we will get t power n plus 1, but we need t power n. So for that, we will take t power n minus 1 into Pn minus 1 here. So this is equal to Pn minus 1. Now in the right hand side, the coefficient of t power n will be equal to, now multiply this term to this term. So we have minus 2 n x, then we will have Pn. Now if you multiply this term to this term, then we are getting t power n minus 1. So replace your n by n plus 1. So we have n plus 1 into Pn plus 1. Now if you multiply this term to this term, then we have minus 2 nx into Pn. Now for that, we will replace our n. Now this, if you multiply this term to this term, then we will get t power n plus 1. So replace your n by n minus 1. So we have n minus 1 into Pn minus 1. So this is the coefficient of t power n on both sides. Just rearrange these coefficients. So we have, take this Pn in the left hand side. So we have 1 plus 2n x Pn equal to, now this will be your n plus 1 Pn plus 1. Now this is your Pn minus 1. So this is your n Pn minus 1. So this was your reference relation number 1. You can see that this was your reference relation number 1. Okay. For the second part, say this is equation number 2. Now let us differentiate this equation number 1 with respect to x. So differentiating 1 with respect to x. So we have, now the differentiation of this power will be minus half 1 minus 2xt plus t square power minus 3 by 2, and then the differentiation of this bracket with respect to x will be minus 2t, and then in the right hand side we have n equal to 0 to infinity t power n into Pn dash x. Now this power minus 3 by 2 can be replaced with the help of this equation number 2, and which is your, now the value of this can be written as your summation n equal to 0 to infinity n t power n minus 1 into Pn x divided by this term minus 2x plus 2t, and then we have minus 2t, and in the right hand side we have n equal to 0 to infinity Tn Pn dash x. Now this minus 2 will get cancelled with this minus 2, so we have summation n equal to 0 to infinity n t power n minus 1 Pn x into t equal to x minus t into the summation n equal to 0 to infinity t power n into Pn dash x. Again, let us equate the coefficient of t power n on both sides. So in the left hand side, the coefficient of t power n is equal to n into Pn, Now in the right hand side, if you multiply this x to this function, then we will have x into Pn dash. Now if you multiply this t to this t power n, then we will get a function of t power n plus 1. So for that, let us replace this n by n minus 1 or take the n minus 1th term. So this will be your minus x into Pn minus 1 dash, and this is what we have to prove. Now this is the proof of recurrence relation number 1 and 2, and all the remaining 4 are just the rearrangements of this 1 and 2. So I am not going to prove these remaining 4 recurrence relations.